Well, in this particular direction, we have 5 ongoing initiatives, some of which relate back to phase 1 of transformation and some of which are new initiatives. So, for example, new initiatives include the Future Learning Environment, which is a product really of the Future Learning Working Group report, which was commissioned by the Nazarbayev University Learning and Teaching Committee. So in that initiative, we're looking at learning spaces, we're looking at IT infrastructure, we're looking at methods of teaching and learning in online and blended environments. And we expect that to mature over the next year progressively. The second one is accreditation and ranking. And here at the moment we're particularly focused on accreditation and program accreditation in particular, in line with the strategy, which suggests that programs will be accredited by 2025 and institutionally will be accredited by 2030. So across the university and driven through the accreditation advisory group, we are moving forward with program accreditation. So that includes the graduate schools of GSPP, who already obtained 1 accreditation, NUSOM, Graduate School of Education are looking at options, and the Graduate School of Business, who are looking at, for example, AACSB accreditation in the United States. In the undergraduate areas, a particular focus is ABET accreditation for the sciences and engineering, and there's a lot of work to be done and being done moving those programs forward to accreditation. At the moment, the university hasn't made a specific commitment to ranking, but there is ongoing work in the background looking at, for example, simulations and ranking systems that are appropriate for a research university, which is what Nazarbayev University is. The third area is research. This area is driven by the Vice Provost Research, Dr. Czech Jablonski, and he runs the research strategy through Research Council. So we already have a draft strategy, but that's being reviewed and edited and will come forward for approval fairly soon. There'll be themes within the research strategy that are allied to the needs of Kazakhstan moving forward. Fourth area is lifelong learning. Again, this is a phase 1 initiative that is maturing into phase 2. An initial draft strategy was produced in phase 1, that's being reviewed and built upon. And here we're looking at things, for example, like stackable credentials and more flexible offers, particularly perhaps in the master's area of education that the university offers. And finally, a group that we developed in phase 1, which is the Student Skills Working Group, is now implementing the recommendations. The report from phase 1 was approved, and 2 particular areas we're looking at there are modifications to programs and courses, probably minor modifications to ensure that appropriate skills are incorporated into all the curricula. And the second quite exciting thing is the development of e-portfolios for all students, and so that is work underway in CPS, looking at ensuring that students have and develop and leave the university with comprehensive e-portfolios that recognise their achievements within the university. So those are the 5 areas that we are managing. Well, I think I mentioned already that 2025 is a target for program accreditation, 2030 for institutional accreditation. All these activities are aligned with 2 mandates in particular, those 2 mandates being academic excellence and research excellence. Clearly the research strategy relates specifically to the research mandate, but the other 4 areas are more focused on academic excellence within the strategy. That's not to forget the other mandates, and of course these things will all contribute to the mandates for innovation, healthcare and educational reform leadership. I think The most outstanding impression that was made on me was bringing people together from different sectors of the university. In some of the working groups, we had people from all parts of the university talking to one another, developing a more common understanding of where we're trying to go, and working together, providing inputs to develop new activities and new directions. So that was a particularly important part, I think, of phase one. The second area is that of really making sure that our administrative processes target the mandates and facilitate the delivery of those mandates, and that's a particular area of interest for me, to ensure that our HR, our finance, our procurement processes, our infrastructure are all targeted at making our delivery of those mandates easier, so that we're more nimble, we're more flexible, and we can move quickly and change direction. So for me, those are the two key areas where transformation has been important.